Welcome back. Well, last weekend I wanted to take that muzzleloader out to the range and play around with the sights and do all that for you, but I ended up with the flu. And then this weekend I had some close friends had some family tragedies, so we weren't able to get back out there yet. So anyway, I figure instead I would show you this old 3030 I have. Take a look at it. So this one, it's nothing really special. It's this is a Post 64 model 94. It's a 20-inch barrel. It's chambered in 3030. Take a look here. I replaced the rear sight with this Williams Peep. It's a similar unit to what I have on that muzzleloader. Click adjustable. Let's see here. So it's click adjustable. It has detents. It has detents in this screw, and then this one as well, and then it has this locking screw. It has a locking screw here. I don't know if you can see it here, but that locking screw right there, and one there for the windage. Get the focus. One there for the windage, and then there's a it's not in this one right now, but you can have a screw comes down through here and it rests on the receiver there to support this side here. And it came with the aperture, but I took it out. I think I said before, if you hunt with these, you want to take those out so that let's see, so that you use this rear almost like a ghost ring. But the front sight is a bead. Get in here. It's a bead front. It's not super precise, but I guess the idea is that you can see it a little better in the low light. I think this thing holds a total of 7. 6 in the tube and 1 in the chamber, if I remember right. It's fairly light. It's nice to hunt with. It's very slender gun, so you can carry it with your hand around the receiver here, and without a sling or anything to get in the way. It doesn't have the cross bolt safety on it. It's before that era. Back in the day, the old timers would tell me, you hear, hour and a half before daylight, you'd hear a random shot. That would be a guy loading his 30-30, and he goes to drop the hammer onto the half-cock notch, and it slips off and discharges. So part of that, the reason for that is you keep the finger on the trigger too long. The idea here is you release the hammer and then take your finger off the trigger, and if you drop it, it's going to fall onto the half cock notch. And that I guess you potentially could beat up the sear engagement surface in the half cock notch, but you're not going to have an ND, so you just get it to start to move forward and take your finger off the trigger, lower it down. But of course, they weren't as convenient to accept a scope like the Marlins, but the receivers are shorter. This overall, it's a noticeably smaller gun than the Marlin. So it's just a preference, I suppose. What else to say about it here? I'll wipe all the fingerprints off of this. I wax my guns on the outside, and that way I don't have a really oily smelling gun when I hunt with it, and I got better protection against the weather. This thing has been out in torrential rain and snow, and about the only discoloration I have is a little bit right there. And I thought there was some up on the barrel here, on the mag, maybe on the mag tube underneath, but it's nothing out of hand. This dates back to the mid to late 70s, I think it was made. So, anyway, if you're wondering what makes a hole like that, that's one of these snuffers. It went through and through, in this side, out that side. This deer was on the run when I shot it back in the day. We archery hunted a little bit different than we do now, but anyway. That's pretty much it. It's probably nicer than the examples coming out of South America these days. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. I think next weekend we're gonna try to get out to maybe get out to the range, or we're gonna set some trail cameras out here pretty soon, and kind of start our scouting for next fall for deer season. Anyway, thanks for stopping by.